I'm sure you may have heard this before. Black Lives Matter, the pandemic didn't start in early January in Wuhan. It may have done officially, but unofficially, this pandemic started 500 years ago. It started 500 years ago with the enslavement of African peoples. And there have been people who have been enslaved historically around the world. It's happening today in the UK, it's happening everywhere. So if I read this poem out, Unheard Voices in 2007, when we were meant to be commemorating the end of the official slave trade act, abolition. I remember when my family of 10 took a trip from England to our ancestral land of Ghana for the purpose of baptizing my baby daughter in the coastal region of Western Nzima, en route from the capital of Accra, in a boat, in a bus in private hire. I decided to stop off at Umina to visit his castle, which seemed to play host to our arrival. As I walked towards the white Flamboyant building that once kept thousands of Ghanaians captives, while hearing the waves whipping the rocks nearby, I pondered to myself, why, oh why, did so many of my people have to suffer and die? Two of my sons sat right next to a row of grotesque-looking cannons that had somehow now become a tourist attraction. Yet for me, there was no satisfaction, as deep within my veins my blood was boiling, because this castle was a symbol of pain. A guide invited us inside to survey its contents of this so-called World Heritage Monument. But once I ventured in this iron gate, I could not wait to make my escape. I pondered silently again, how could anyone exist like this, with conditions so inhuman?
Section 60! Stop! Section 60! Stop! Lives matter! Stop! Lives matter! Stop! Lives matter!
And I just want to speak. My son, I've got 2 children that are mixed race, and I'm going to speak on behalf of my son Andrew. At the age of 9, about 8 or 9 years of age, I trusted him to go down the road with my bank card because I wanted him to be a man of the house. And as he's walking down the road, he's feeling proud, he's got my bank card. I'm going to go and get some money out from my mum to get some electric, so she could put the electric card in, as you know. So he's walking down the road, he's got my bank card. So who pulls him up? The police. The police pull him up because of the colour of his skin. Even though he's mixed race, they still pull up people that are mixed race as well. So they pull him over. What are you doing? They search his pockets. At the age of 9 years of age, my son's done nothing. He pulls out the pocket, there's a bank card. It's got my name on it. They ask him, what is your name? He says, Andrew. It's a different surname. How come you got a different surname? Why has your mother's got a different surname? Do you have to explain? That's my dad's name, that's my mum's name. Why have you got your mother's card? I don't believe you. They had to phone me up and said to me, I've got your son here. It's your son Andrew. I said, yes, what have you done? Why are the police with him? He goes, oh, we're concerned because he's got a bank card on him and we don't know if it belongs to him. I said, no, it belongs to me. He's gone down the road to get me electric. He came back and he told me that the police had also taken his sweets. So I tried to take his pride away because I wanted to prove to him I can trust him, that he can go down the road and get me my electric with my card and have that trust. So you can imagine at that age he's gone down the road thinking I'm a big man, I'm a big boy and run down the road to look after my mum. And he comes back and tells me what happened and the audacity to take his sweets. At that age, he learned that the police are not there to protect you.
Get up. Stand up for your rights. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up.
work in the London Borough of Greenwich. At the time that Stephen Lawrence was murdered, I was actually working for that council, and I used to either get the bus or drive, depending. I used to only cut the car if I needed to. But every morning, I'd pass that bus stop every single day, twice a day, in Well Hall in Eltham, where Stephen Lawrence was murdered. There was a bus stop. It's a 122 bus stop. It haunts me because every day I'd go to work, look at that bus stop, and what occurred there would haunt me. It really did. I had to do it every day. 122, same bus stop, Stephen Lawrence. Same bus. I went to work on bus. So I know what the racism was like in Greenwich. I worked for Greenwich Council. Greenwich Council was not racist. And we used to have racist complaints coming about black residents. We had black residents of Greenwich complaining that some of the white racists put two in their letterbox. One had actually put super glue in the lock so they couldn't get in. And we used to deal with this as council officers all the time. And I know the racism in Greenwich was awful. And Stephen Lawrence was not the only man to be killed, black man, because of the colour in Greenwich Borough.
It's hand sanitizer, so we'll disinfect everything. I'm going to do it.
It's a pity it doesn't disinfect discrimination and racism, isn't it?
It doesn't disinfect against racism or unconscious bias.
We could just spray it in their mouths that you'll just suddenly go.
It'd be magical if you could just wave it all the way. If you could all enjoy our summer holidays. Flush it down with the toilet.
I'm feeling it.
Good evening, sisters and brothers. I was here last time, and unfortunately I was quite angry with what has been going on for not just recently but for ages. But I wasn't shown in YouTube. But now I am, so it's fine. So I'm less angry now. I'm just going to be calm, 3 breaths. That's how you deal with nervousness. And everyone, we're just one person really, so there shouldn't be any worries. Yes, we've got to stop this. We all know that. We all know what happened in America. And it all leads down to mental health, because mental health has been ignored for a very long time. A lot of us are...
Yes.
It's working. A lot of us are drugged with medication, and painkillers can kill, and so can medication. And everyone's body's different, and it's easier for doctors just to give you medication and shut you up. So you might be wondering, what's that got to do with? Well, it's to do with everything with Black Lives Matter, because you can't just choose something. You've got to look at the whole picture, and the whole picture comes down to mental health. This is how it affects communities, like at Grenfell. And what are they doing at Grenfell now? Vandalising outside the Methodist Church. How disgusting. And it's appalling that I don't even call these people human beings, because it's systematic racism. And it could be the government, it could be anything, it could be the far right, Tommy Robinson. Whatever it is, it's all fucking racism. And we've got to realise that and understand that. And it's widespread. And people have been killed right now as we speak. Isolation, locked at home, having no support, quick, methodical, that's it, you medicated, leave you in the community to basically die. And got lots of poetry, and it's just so sad. But it's in my heart, because Grenfell happened on my birthday, and that will never leave me. And seeing what now is happening in that community and all over. So we've all got to realise that, understand it, and rise above it like the phoenix, because the only way is up, and the phoenix is that magical bird that we will all one day journey on. And I remember Alice Gross in 2014. She was murdered by a man who was unlawfully allowed to enter this country, knowing that he had murdered his wife in Latvia. And he'd already seduced a girl in this country. The police just said, blase, that's it. Whatever, they just, under the carpet. Because it's easier to put everything under the carpet, isn't it? And not to, and pass it over. That person can do, give it to that person. We don't want to take responsibility. We don't want to lose our jobs, do we? No. Put the firing line on that person. So, Alice Gross was a lovely musician, and I love her music. And that's all I wanted to share, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Woo!
Black Lives
Go on,
Matter!
Anthony.
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Not in my name!
Not in
My name.
No more body bags!
Exactly.
bags!
It's still burning. I don't know how to put into words all I've been through, but I hope you're inspired. I'm encouraging you all. Tell your story too. Thank you.